Hello kickers and happy new year. Happy new year to you guys. I hope that this year brings a lot of joy and bring a lot of serenity and achievement of goals too. There was a lot of decluttering in 2020. We can't talk about 2020 and not be emotional and not think about the hazard that we faced in 2020 and a lot of lives that was lost in 2020. But then it shouldn't stop us from setting goals and achieving them. The reason I'm talking about setting goals and achieving them is because now we can start thinking about not setting new resolutions because COVID can come or something worse can come and take them away. But you know that these things don't happen every time. So it shouldn't stop us from setting goals and setting your new year resolutions. Funnily enough, or fortunately for me, most of the goals I set in 2020 still came about, even though COVID affected a lot of stuff. Interestingly, like I said, COVID was a declutterer in many of our lives, and in 2020 also personally for me, there was a decluttering also, like in my relationship. I'm not a single guy, so if you are afraid to shoot your shots before, or if you have been saying that maybe I have a ring, I'm not a single guy, and so because of irreconcilable differences though, and we are still great and we are doing good. Last year on my blog and my WordPress account, I talked about resolution. That was my first post in the year 2020, and resolution is just resolution about how you're going to dress for the new year, and I'm going to talk about that in my next video. That's why I'm putting on this cap. I think I'm beginning to love cap very much, you understand, and I'll be showing you some of the ones I have already. I think that'll be like a mainstay in 2021, but that's not what we are discussing today. In light of taking a day at a time, we'll be talking about decluttering. So when do you think you need to declutter? Some people, when you see that your wardrobe is overwhelming, you have so much clothes and you keep looking for clothes, you need to declutter. Or you have so much clothes and you keep wearing the same thing because that's what you can lay your eyes on. You know that you have this clothes somewhere, you have a clothes somewhere, and you maybe see an outfit or somewhere like, guy, I be like, say I get this kind of clothes somewhere. Then, oh yeah, where is it? You can't find it. You need to declutter. So, processes of decluttering. As usual, you start from the beginning. What do I mean by start from the beginning? You bring out all your clothes. You understand? All your clothes. And you lay them as piles on your bed. You understand? You lay them as piles on your bed and you start separating them into different stuff. So you start from here, you take everything out, pile your clothes on the bed in a big heap, put them into piles based on the following: things you've never worn, items that have not been worn for a year, things you hope to wear one day, clothes that are uncomfortable, items that don't fit well. Does it have a history or special meaning? Maybe it was given to you as a gift or something, and you just feel that you can't give it out again. You can't, or you don't want to give it out, or it just has to be there because if you give it out, the person might be complaining, or there's a meaning to it. Maybe your dad gave you maybe a date night, something like that, and you just feel like, no matter what, I'm still going to keep this. I have some people that still kept their signing out clothes in the university, like the last day or the second to last exam, where you have to pen down things on people's clothes. So people still have it. Some of those clothes you can never wear them again, but it's just there as a staple in your wardrobe. Sometimes it is good to let it go, but if you don't want to let it go, there's an emotional stuff attached to it. Does it make you feel good? I think this is the most important one. And is it in good condition? Is it torn? Is it worn out? Is it dirty and cannot be fixed anymore? So secondly, you have to reduce the amount of clothes that are in your wardrobe. See, I've been 200 clothes in your wardrobe. It doesn't matter if you are going to still be wearing only 15 eventually. I'm not going to be mentioning names, but I have a lot of people in my life right now that have plenty clothes. My G, give these clothes out. Give these clothes out. Let me change this cap. See, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share to your friends. You know, don't just all this information and you are just looking good and doing so many things and your friends are not enjoying also. So I got this cap for a very cheap price. Sorry, it's not cheap. If you want to get it, slide into my DM. Check. I will put my Instagram account, my Facebook account, and everything. I'm not going to put my WhatsApp number. So you can slide in my DMs, my Twitter, my Instagram, and Facebook if you need some of these kind of caps. They are very beautiful caps. So the second one is to reduce the clothes in your wardrobe. And what are the questions you need to ask yourself when you are reducing these clothes in your wardrobe? The first one, does it fit? That's the first thing you need to take note of if you are going to reduce your clothes. Do those clothes fit? Don't get rid of vintage items, please. If you have a tie or your dad's shirt that you wore in 1960 during Biafra War, see, keep those clothes, I beg. Keep them. But these 3 questions are necessary when you need to reduce your clothes. The first one, do you love it? Do you wear it? And do you need it? If your answers are no, they need to be off your wardrobe. So by now your clothes should be on the bed, you understand? And the next thing to do after you have made up your mind to reduce your clothes is to clean the wardrobe. Get a damp clothes, clean the wardrobe, and rearrange the hangers in order. So after rearranging the hangers in order, the next thing you should do is return those clothes, folded of course, in the right order. What am I saying? If you can arrange them in different colors, put them in different colors. But the most important thing to do is to put the most frequently worn clothes where they can be easily accessible. If your wardrobe is a wardrobe where front and back kind of wardrobe, because these kind of clothes are the ones that when you don't find, you eventually have to scatter the wardrobe to look for them. So the most frequently worn clothes should be put in areas where they are easily accessible. So the next thing you do is do monthly checkup. I think that's like the final stuff you do. Do monthly checkups. You don't just stop there and arrange and for a year. And I prefer, if you can't do monthly checkups, for some of our works and for some of our jobs where even weekends are not free. Public holidays are very good days where you can just declutter again and check your wardrobe and pick out clothes that you have not worn, pick out clothes that you want to give out, pick out clothes that you want to sell. Yes, so that your wardrobe will be cool and neat and tidy and accessible. So finally, don't be afraid to give out clothes, or don't be afraid to take out clothes. We are easily attracted or easily attached to some materials or some of our items, and they are useless. But because emotional attachment and there is a story behind whatever item you have, and the next thing you feel, don't be afraid to throw out things. It is not necessary that you have to hang on to something till it gets spoiled in your hand. So like I said previously, if you need this kind of art or the former one I wore, you can slide into my DMs on my social media pages, handles, and don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. If you love this post, don't forget to comment and share. That's the most important thing. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about this. We are back into the new year, and may this year be prosperous for us, and may this year not be like 2020. May this year be better in a positive way than 2020. See you next time. Peace.
Caps on you.